Ooh, ooh, I'm trying my hardest. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Who's this random white woman on my screen? Ooh, I'm trying my hardest. I don't know who Sydney Thomas is. Who the is this? Get off my screen! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. This is a random stream, man. I don't know. I didn't send out a community post for this, but I hope everyone just joins in. This is kind of like one of them effort streams. We're just doing nothing random. I couldn't decide whether to do a live stream covering free agency or an actual video. So on this live stream, I'm really just trying to communicate with you all about this light is actually kind of bright. So hold on. I'm actually just trying to communicate with you guys about what we think about the trades and y'all get like my raw thoughts. And then for the video, I guess I'll just I'll just go over the trades and why I think the trades help or don't help really. On this, I'm really just trying to discuss like everything that's going on within the W right now, the transactions, the waves, big news. Like I'm going to go through the tracker and then I'm going to try and fill in the gaps of like some of the things that have been happening in terms of like the transactions and teams dropping whom and or who teams are dropping and whatnot. So hopefully today my laptop cooperates with me, communicates with me. My laptop cooperates with me because I just regret clicking on this website. I don't know what it's doing right now. But anyway, it's been a wild day, a wild week of WNBA free agency. Free agency has been like, I don't know how to sum it up, but for some reason, this is how I feel about WNBA free agency right now. I feel like a lot is changing, but a lot's not happening. Excuse me. You feel me? Like a lot is changing, but I don't know if a lot is happening. You know what I mean? Like as a Liberty fan, I'm just chilling, bro. Like we chilling. There's no changes have happened where I'm like, oh my god. Connecticut, like the crazy thing is that team they had 2 years ago before they traded Becca Allen to the Sun. Sorry, to the Mercury, both Sun teams. That team they had was kinda different. They actually were kinda nice. They had something going there with when Becca Allen was there for that 1 year. Now that team is in peril. That team's in despair. Whole starting five gone. And I'm thinking, what they gonna do with Dejanay? Dejanay by herself. She gone out of here too. Today, a couple of hours ago, Dejanay Carrington traded to the Wings. Why is Dallas? I don't get it. What's going on between them two? What is Dallas looking for from the Sun? And what is Sun looking for from Dallas? Like, okay, you signed Dejanay Carrington, most improved player last year. What that does something for Dallas, I guess. Putting Dejanay with Enrique, I guess. Like you got perimeter defense now, and then you're giving back J.C. Sheldon, and I can't remember the pick, but I'll pull it up here. But I'm like, I don't really get what Connecticut. Why did I click this? I don't get what Connecticut's on. Can I delete this, or is my laptop just gonna act like it's just gonna be buggy all day? I can hear your voice in my head when I leave, but I'm trying my hardest. I gotta pull up the stream too. So if you guys are dropping comments right now, I can't really see it, but I'm kind of confused with some of these moves because it doesn't look like Connecticut's getting Natasha Cloud back. We're gonna talk about that because that's a crazy situation. I'm T Cloud. I'm so sorry. T Cloud. I am so sorry. Did I say Natasha? My bad. T Cloud. I want to apologize to Tasha Cloud, man. What the? That's that is Mario Kart level hoeing. That's like when you're in second place and a green shell hits you at the finish line and you end up in fifth. Tasha got hit by a blue shell, bro. Oh, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. So my laptop's frozen. That's good. Connecticut damn near traded their entire starting five, right? They have no one from their starting five there. Ty Harris gone. Well, no, Ty Harris got traded back to where did she get traded back to? She got traded to Phoenix first, and then she got traded, I think, to Dallas. Am I correct? Where did Ty Harris end up? I wish I had two phones still, but I think Ty Harris got traded again. But either way, Ty Harris no longer on Connecticut. Dejanay Carrington no longer there. They're saying we don't know where Dewana Bonner is going, but people are saying since Alyssa Thomas isn't there, like Dewana Bonner won't be there. Since Alyssa Thomas isn't there, DB is leaving as well. And I don't know why people keep like saying that like it's a done deal already, unless she said something where I've missed. But DB could like honestly stay in Connecticut. Like where else would she go? She could stay there, collect the Supermax, whatever. You know, Brianna Jones is gone. Aces fumbled on that one. And yeah, Kalia Copper is traded. Well, not Kalia Copper. I'm tripping. Dewana Bonner technically still there, but it's not looking good for Connecticut. And the fact that they're going ahead and blowing up everything and they pulled Tasha in for the ride to hell is crazy. Nah, Phoenix really chokeslammed T Cloud, bro. They really tombstone pile drive her at because she's going to Connecticut and Connecticut's in the process of volcanic eruption. It's actually wild. It's actually wild that happened to her, bro. Because I know she wanted to be in Phoenix, bro. I've seen the memes in the comments of leaving $100 million facility to go play in a community center gym. And it's not funny, but it's super. It's super. What would y'all call it? What would y'all call it? Like iffy? Not iffy. What's the word? Stingy or something, or grimy? Yeah, it's grimy. It's grimy. It's grimy. It's grimy. It's grimy. I feel so bad for Tasha, bro. Damn. What are you even doing? That's it. Like, try to make the most of it. It's just you and Dewana Bonner. And a couple of draft rookie. So that's why I say, that's part of the reason I'm saying, like, a lot of stuff is changing in the W, but not a lot is happening. So let's take Brittany Griner going to the Atlanta Dream. To me, that's I think that was the first thing that kind of set the wheels in motion. So we'll start there while, I try to get this shit back online. Bro, I can't. I'm so sorry, y'all. I should have never clicked on this because everything was going fine until I did. These pop-ups are crazy. Anyway, Brittany Griner going to the Atlanta Dream. I'll give you all my raw thoughts on that. I just think Brittany Griner is kind of like, yeah, she's like, she's going to a team that can contend, that can at least still be competitive, but I don't think it's about the team being competitive for her. You feel me? Like, I don't think she really cares. It's just another plus to go to a team like Atlanta. You know what I mean? It's just a plus. It's just another plus. I don't think she really cares. I think Brittany Griner is winding down her career. That's what I got from the move. To go to Atlanta, to me, it's just more so her being in like a lively city, a decent team, not really much expectations, and she's like winding down her career. To me, this is like a winding down career-ish move. All right. Now, I'm going to jump to the Brianna Jones move just since we're talking about Atlanta. But Brianna Jones signed with the Atlanta Dream as well. Now, she's probably getting a nice little paycheck there. I don't even know who the hell you start at the 5 now, because Naz Hillman's gonna play the 4. So you put Brittany Griner at the 5. Who do you start at? Who do you start at the 5? So that's why I'm thinking like one of those two. They're probably gonna get like the minutes they're looking for. Brianna Jones, I don't think she wants to play like dummy minutes at the 5. And that's going to work because I don't think Brittany Griner is going to want to play mad minutes at the 5 either, especially if you're trying to go with like a small ball lineup or whatever. You know what I mean? So that move, I don't understand how the Las Vegas Aces let Brianna Jones go to Atlanta. This is so stupid. Like Las Vegas, yes, they picked up Jewel. We'll get into that, but Las Vegas should have been going after a player like Brianna Jones. Maybe we can't get Brianna Jones, whatever. Maybe talk to Nneka Ogwumike. I don't know. But Brianna Jones is damn near what Las Vegas needs. Now, in terms of pace, I don't know how she'd fit in with that type of pace, but the team gets a little bit slower with the addition of Jewel Lloyd. Not saying Jewel Lloyd's a slow player, but understand I'm talking about like the pace of the team. I think Kelsey Plum kind of turns on the Jets a little bit more than Jewel Lloyd. But Brianna Jones was the perfect 5 the Aces needed. Like big body, brick wall screener, post player. Now you can drag Asia out to that mid-range spot. You can't double her now. And you definitely can't double her from the wing if you want to leave Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, Jewel Lloyd open. I don't see how the Aces like let that slip. I really don't see how the Aces let that slip. There's no reason, like, to me, that was a more random move. Brittany Griner's move to Atlanta, that didn't really like surprise me or anything. But Brianna Jones to Atlanta kind of was like, did no one reach out to her? That move to me seems like no one reached out to Brianna Jones and like showed interest. Maybe ATL did, yes, but I'm talking like a contender. Not one contender reached out to Brianna Jones, because I'm pretty sure if a contender like let's just say New York, Las Vegas, Minnesota could use a 5. Take it if Minnesota wanted to cheat like us. Take Brianna Jones, put her at your 5. Put Alana Smith. I'm not here to help Minnesota, but if you wanted to cheat, you would have to put Nafisa Collier at a position where she's a glitch, and that is the 3 spot. If you're going to do that, then you have to move Alana Smith to the 4 spot, which she can definitely play. Then you'd have to pick up a 5. Now I don't know what their situation is with Jay Shep and some of their overseas bigs, but if you don't know what they're about to do, you literally have Brianna Jones. Take Brianna Jones, put her on the links at the 5. Now you're really cheating. Either way, Las Vegas, you need a 5. It's damn near like the same situation as the Los Angeles Lakers. You need a 5 so that Asia don't have to bang down there. And yes, you have Kia Stokes, but like a true 5, like a true post 5, a bruiser. That was Brianna Jones. Why would you let her walk to ATL, bruh? That was your pick right there. Jewel Lloyd, Brianna Jones, y'all would have been good to go. Asia can't be doubled at the 4, can't be helped off of. She's averaging probably 35. She's probably averaging 35. Say it ain't so. There's no way y'all let Brianna Jones walk. Anyway, so let's just move on to the next move. I'm gonna have to do some of this off of memory. I guess I'm gonna just target like the big moves now. Should I target the big moves? Satu Sabali heading to Phoenix. I don't want to talk the big moves yet because I also want to include the details and everything like that. But actually, you know what? Since we're talking on Jewel Lloyd, let's move on to the Jewel Lloyd, Kelsey Plum, Lee Yaru, basically 3-team trade. This is, again, to me, a lot is changing, but not much is happening. Jewel Lloyd goes to the Aces. That's a boost. Don't get me wrong. It's a boost. It's not what they needed, in my opinion, but it's a boost. You're getting Jewel Lloyd in place for Kelsey Plum. To me, those moves are more similar than they're different, because Kelsey Plum, Kelsey Plum, Jewel Lloyd, both great scorers. I'm not sure what type of help you're going to get from on the defensive end, but it might not even matter because they just have a lot of offense. They got a lot of offense. You got Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Jewel Lloyd, and Asia Wilson. That's a lot of offense. So they might just outgun the next team. You feel me? So I don't think they really care about the defense. But to me, it's kind of like a more similar move. Kelsey Plum to the Los Angeles Sparks. And then this coincides with Zai Cook getting waived, and that's an entirely different situation. But I did tell y'all that I believe something happened in the locker room, which is why Zai Cook was getting hoed. And then also Zai Cook's attitude during that time. I told y'all it probably wasn't going to bode well for her. Anyway, Kelsey Plum to the Sparks. I wish I could pull up like the rosters and stuff like that, but technically these rosters are incomplete. Kelsey Plum to the Sparks. Again, that's a boost to LA, but I don't even know what LA's building right now because they gave up their second pick. They gave up their second pick for Kelsey Plum. I don't think that's the right move. You feel me? It's like, it's not a bad move, but I just don't think it's the right move. You feel me? Like, you could have been building your core. It's not, well, maybe it is, but you could have been building your core through the draft. You picked up Cam Brink, you picked up Rickea Jackson, and then you had the second pick. So you probably could have been gathering some young Infinity Stones to put together. Instead, you wanted to disrupt that process and pick up Kelsey Plum. Championship experience. She's a vet that I'm not mad that you have on the team. Like the other vets, even though Lasia Clarendon retired and stuff like that, but the other vets like Azare Stevens and Kia Nurse, Odyssey Sims and stuff like that, they're all cool. But at least Kelsey Plum has championship pedigree and is still a bucket. You feel me? She got some leadership qualities to her coming to this young team. So it's not a bad pickup. But I didn't think that. I thought that Los Angeles was gonna go the way in the draft of like trying to get it out the mud in the draft, and really just finesse that because look at what they had last year. You feel me? They had Cameron Brink last year and Rickea Jackson picked up in one draft. It's wild to think about. And then you also had the second pick. Like, you had the second pick this year. You probably could have gone for an Olivia Miles. That's if Paige. There's a possibility that Paige doesn't go first, but low possibility. Maybe gone Kiki Ariafin. You could have gone so many different routes. So you had that number 2 pick, and I just think that number 2 pick was worth a little bit more than Kelsey Plum in the long run. You feel me? I feel like that number 2 pick might be. I don't think it's enough to just get Kelsey Plum. I know they got another pick, I believe. I think they got the Aces other pick. But I think that number 2 pick might end up being more valuable than Kelsey Plum because I don't think Kelsey Plum is going to make your team, or I don't know. Is she gonna steer them? She's gonna steer you to a few more wins, but in terms of building the foundation and building towards a championship team, to me, that value might as well just be in your second pick. It might as well be in the number 2 pick. Pick up that player, establish a core, and then start, picking up some of those vet players to start guiding you along the way to a championship. But only do that when you have your core, your young core. Kelsey Plum isn't going to be a part of that young core. She kind of disrupts the young core. You feel me? So now Los Angeles is going. The one route that they could have been going down that I think would have boded well for them. They've kicked that out. They've kicked that out. So now it's basically, let's see how far this team can go with an added superstar and the growth of our rookies. Which in some ways I feel like it could be harmful, but F it. Seattle Storm finessed. I believe they finessed this trade because they also have a 2026 first round pick. I don't know if they have another pick after that, but they picked up Lee Yarou, the number 2 pick from the Sparks, and a 2026 first round pick. So out of that Jewel Lloyd Kelsey Plum trade, I think this Storm did pretty well. They did pretty well. They cashed the fuck out. The Storm got the number 2 pick, got rid of Jewel Lloyd, re-signed Neka Ogwumike, got Lee Yarou, cool, another cool like big presence. Got the number 2 pick and next year's 2026 first round pick, a 2026 first round pick. Bro, Seattle low key, shouts out to Seattle. I'm very interested to see who Seattle picks up in the draft because that might keep this trade either good for them or start to turn it sour. But we have to see who they pick up in the wait, no, I'm tripping. I'm so sorry. I'm tripping. Seattle just traded that. Seattle traded their number 2 pick, didn't they? Yeah, y'all probably going wild in the comment section right now. I literally can't do anything right now because my laptop is acting up. Seattle just traded away their number 2 pick. No? Who has the number 2 pick again? I think someone has the number 2 and number 9 pick. It's not Seattle, is it? Isn't it Dallas now? Am I tripping? Or does Seattle still have the 2nd pick? I think they still have the 2nd pick. I might be tweaking. I promise y'all I'm trying to pull this up. I hate my laptop. I hate my laptop. I don't know if this shit got bugged out, but it's like frozen. Yeah, it's frozen. This is such an inconvenient time for this shit to be frozen. No, okay, so I think Seattle still has the number 2 pick. My bad. What pick was I thinking about though? Did they trade it away? I didn't see. Now I'm not 100% sure, so I have to move on from this because I'm not going to speak on something without having like all the facts or all the data, the info on it. So I'll just move on from that trade. Going on to the next major one. Alyssa Thomas to the Phoenix Mercury. Again, not surprising. Losing Brittany Griner but adding Alyssa Thomas is actually a very big clutch from Phoenix. And then recently, or was it today or yesterday? Yesterday, I believe. Well, yesterday they completed the trade with Dallas in a 3-team trade with the Indiana Fever. Sorry, they completed the trade with the Dallas Wings for Satu Sabali. And I think that's where they picked up Uzun from Dallas, Kalani Brown, and Satu Sabali. Dallas picks up. Oh yeah, it was with the Fever, right? I know I'm not tripping. Dallas picks up Nalissa Smith from Indiana. Indiana picks up Sophie Cunningham. Sophie Cunningham in the number 19 pick in this year's draft. It wasn't number 9, but number 19 pick in this year's draft. Satu, Kalia Copper, and Alyssa Thomas all on the same team. And I was just thinking, like, imagine they still kept T Cloud, like one of the best passers in the W, and you have not 3 scorers, but like 2 scorers, 2 premier scorers around her, and Alyssa Thomas. Like, they'd be dishing easily. Like, they could take their time. They could pace whenever they wanted to. You don't need Tasha Cloud to score, but she could get you a bucket if she has to. But if T Cloud was still there, she'd probably average like 10 assists. And then if T Cloud was there too, Alyssa Thomas is probably going to average a triple-double this season. She's been close the past couple of seasons, but she might average a triple-double this season with the players she has around her. Now, losing Sophie Cunningham, shit does get interesting because now you just lost some shooting. You just lost some spacing. And Satu Sabali is a career 33% three-point shooter. So, yes, even though she can shoot the 3, she's not that efficient at it yet. I'm not sure how frequently Kalia Copper shoots 3s, but this might be a 1 year, 2 year rental for Satu because I do believe after this she's coming to New York. So I think it's a 1 to 2 year rental. I don't think Satu is going to be staying in Phoenix for too long. Depends on what they build. Depends on what they build because as of right now, it's just Kalia Copper, Alyssa Thomas, and Satu. Uzun, Kalani Brown. Depends on how they fill out this roster, but I'm not concerned. They lost Becca Allen too. Becca Allen got traded back to Connecticut. See, that's why again, from a Liberty fan perspective, bruh, I'm not tripping. Ain't nobody really got better outside of maybe Atlanta and Las Vegas. No one's really doing anything. Minnesota's silent. I don't know what Soda doing. That's really like the only team Minnesota is the only team I'm worried about because the Aces didn't pick up what they needed. So I think we'll still win right there because we also have a German cheat code on our team, not just Leone Fibish. So I'm not worried about the Aces. The only other team I'm worried about is Minnesota because Minnesota can pull the ace. They can pull the ace. And the ace would be picking up a 5. Now, I don't know where that 5 would come from. I don't know who it would be. They might draft it. Who knows? Ayoka Lee? That wouldn't be a bad draft pick for Minnesota. Hell, Maddie Westbeld to Minnesota? That would be a great pick. Perfect player for their system. The only team I'm really worried about. None of these trades really matter, man. Like, Phoenix Mercury, they still got to fill out their roster. So let's just move on to the next. Let's just move on to a little bit more news. I really want to touch on real quick Zia Cook getting waived by the Sparks, and obviously a lot of people saw that coming. I didn't know that she was going to be waived because, like I said, Los Angeles still had their guard situation to figure out. So I didn't know that she was going to be waived. I thought they were gonna like let them battle it out in training camp. Not gonna lie, but she gets waived. Let me talk about this with Zia Cook. I did a video before previously on Zia Cook and what that situation was with Kurt Miller. And I also brought up the fact that I think something happened in the locker room with Zia Cook that basically soured her relationship with Kurt Miller, maybe some of the coaching staff as well. But the DMP she picked up, remember the DMP she was picking up when she was with the Sparks in a couple of games where Zia just wouldn't play at all, just DMP, no reason, like coach's decision. I believe that went back to the incident. Maybe the incident, maybe not an incident, but it was maybe the attitude that kept Zia Cook out of the game. Because remember, Zia was on, I kept saying, I did 2 videos on this, talking to Zia and trying to explain the situation to you guys, where I said, Zia is not helping herself. Remember I said that? I was just like, yo, Kurt Miller, the LA coaching staff, they're looking for someone to take over that guard spot. They want someone to just be a point guard. They're not looking for anything extra. They want to give Zia Cook the reins. They want to give her the reins. But the problem is Zia Cook wants to basically go off. She doesn't want to be reined in. She wants to do her thing. But it's just like they're not asking you to do your thing right now. Not yet. They're asking you to just be the point guard. Just get the ball up the court. Run the play. Facilitate when you need to. When it's time for you to get a bucket, go get a bucket. When it's time for you to run the play. Zia didn't do that. Zia Cook did not help herself. I did a video on this where I showed y'all this. I even showed y'all some of the reactions of Kurt Miller. Some of the reactions of Kurt Miller with Kia Nurse and how this man was just like, he had no guard. He had no guard that he could trust. And that's basically what it came down to. I wasn't a fan of the shit either, but I can understand where Kurt Miller was coming from because I understood what he was looking for. All he was looking for was a guard that he could trust. And nobody really gave him that, and especially not Zia. Zia got in the game trying to prove something, while Kurt was looking for a point guard he could trust. And I don't think that was communicated clearly between the two, so that's why you have the situation now where Zia Cook ends up getting waived and let go. And that sucks because, maybe the writing was on the wall when they brought in Crystal Dangerfield and Odyssey Sims, or you picked up two guards, you picked up 2 point guards with Zia Cook still there picking up DMPs. So it was kind of raps. It was kind of raps. Okay. What the is going on? This is wild. I'm so sorry. So now they're saying Zia Cook, someone's going to pick up Zia Cook. And I agree. Somebody is probably going to pick up Zia Cook. And I think it might be Chicago. Well, with Teaspoon, if Teaspoon was still at the helm, I think Chicago would have picked up Zia Cook. But Zia Cook's she's going to be picked up somewhere. I'm not sure by whom. Kennedy Carter's gone, right, from Chicago. So they can use a point guard who can score, shoot the 3 ball, facilitate a little bit. She does that, I think, better than Kennedy Carter. I hope I didn't just say Kennedy Cook, but can do that better than Kennedy Carter. Chicago would be a pretty dope landing spot for Zia Cook. Because her doing her own thing there can benefit the team. You feel me? Plus, she has 2 bigs to play off of in Angel Reese and Camila Cardozo. Stop thinking Courtney Vandersloot's going to be that person. No. No. Courtney Vandersloot is going back to Chicago. I'm just running through these damn free agency trackers as I remember it, since this shit wants to act up. But Courtney Vandersloot is also going back to the Chicago Sky. Leaving the New York Liberty. Again, saw it coming. I thought she was going to retire this year, but I guess not. Shouts out to Sloot for everything she did with New York. I feel like a lot of people are like faking their oh no, Sloot's gone. Like, what's going on? Like, I feel like people knew that that was bound to happen. I feel like people knew. And we just gotta play the old puppy eye shit because it's like, oh no, Sloot's going to no, we're breaking up the team. Stop, bro. Just stop. Sloot was gone after this year. Well, one thing I did predict, I predicted that Sloot would not be on the team this season. So boom, there you go. Another one, another dub for the channel. Now we can use that contract, I don't know, to pick up another free agent. I don't think we're going to pick up a free agent this year. I don't think anyone's going to. They're not going to join because I don't think anyone wants to join the champion right now. And then I don't think anybody wants to trade with the champion. And I also don't think the champion wants to trade with anyone and break up their actual core. Because our protected pieces were basically Niara and then our starting lineup from the playoffs. Sabrina, Benijah, Leo, Stewie, JJ. So if anyone's coming to break that up, I don't think Jonathan Kolb is going to let that happen anyway, which is why Satu got traded to Phoenix. So I don't. New York, we're kind of chilling. You feel me? Let me touch on the Indiana Fever real quick. Indiana Fever re-signed Kelsey Mitchell. I actually did not know where Kelsey Mitchell was going to end up. I can truthfully say that. I don't know where she was going to end up. I really don't. She said she wanted to test free agency, but for her not to leave, maybe the pitches were weak. But I know that I read her letter in the Players Tribune, and I realized that the impact and the drive that Caitlin Clark brought to the team, brought to the city, brought to the organization, I knew that had a pretty big impact. And she said it herself too, but the impact that it had on her game. And here's the thing, Kelsey Mitchell is built for that too. What is she, top 3, top 4 scorer ever in D1 women's college basketball history? So Kelsey Mitchell is built for that. You see the pressure from the new fans and pressure on the team and more jerseys and more sellouts and stuff like that. That didn't get to Kelsey Mitchell in terms of her plays. She went 50, 40, 90. Like, Kelsey Mitchell is built for that, bro. But I do understand, she never tested free agency before. She was here before the craze. She was at Indiana before the craze. So I'm really happy that she stayed with Indiana because she built that. She helped to build that. She was there before all of this, bro. Like she was there before all of it. So I don't really like how people are like have kind of made it like Caitlin Clark's place. You feel me? Caitlin Clark brought the wave. Don't get me wrong, but I was watching the video of Kelsey Mitchell walking through the Gainsbridge. What was it, Gainsbridge Fieldhouse? Met by all the employees and employees like giving her a round of applause and crap like that. And I was thinking to myself, I wonder if y'all would have done this if Caitlin Clark wasn't here. Like, would you have had that same love, admiration, energy, and enthusiasm for Kelsey Mitchell re-signing if like Caitlin Clark wasn't here? If it wasn't organized by Caitlin Clark, or if you're gonna do this for one player, you're gonna do this for the other player. Like, that was my question. Like, would y'all do this same? Would y'all show Kelsey Mitchell this same love if it wasn't off the backs of, oh, this is Caitlin Clark's backcourt running mate? You feel me? So I just like. I get a little like, yo, just remember who was like holding it down, bro. Remember who was progressing with the team. You feel me? Like Kelsey Mitchell didn't just pop up out of nowhere, bro. She been hooping and she been killing. And there were talks of like getting rid of her too, saying her play wouldn't be compatible with the team or her play wouldn't bring the team to where it's supposed to be. And now she's re-signing with them, and they have one of the best backcourts in the WNBA. And also one of the best teams in the WNBA. So that's why I'm staying with the Indiana Fever right now. They re-signed Kelsey Mitchell. They signed Natasha Howard from the Dallas Wings. Obviously got rid of Nalissa Smith. And I'm tripping on another pick. They picked up Sophie Cunningham and the number 19 pick from Phoenix. Well, the pick, I don't know where that's from. But they picked up Sophie Cunningham from Phoenix. The Fever. Am I forgetting someone else? I like what the Fever are doing. I really like what the Fever are doing. I think the Fever have one of the best lineups in the WNBA. And the shit works. It works. You got Cece running point. Kelsey Mitchell, shooting guard, 50-40, 90 guard, or maybe 50-40, 80 guard. Then you have Sophie Cunningham bring some toughness, some interior toughness, and a little perimeter happy feet. You know what I'm saying? And then you have Tasha Howard, former defensive player of the year, can get you a bucket out of the 4 spot, can stretch the floor, stretch for Howard, and then you have Aaliyah Boston in the paint. I feel like I'm forgetting one more thing though. Who am I forgetting? Am I forgetting someone else? I'm not sure what they're doing with their point guard situation with like Grace Berger and whatnot. Damaris Dantas, I believe she's going to re-sign with them. Or she might already be under contract. But I like that lineup a lot. I'm tripping on someone. Katie Lou. I know Katie Lou's there, right? We'll see what Katie Lou does, because I feel like Katie Lou about to get her spot taken by Sophie Cunningham, right? Like Katie Lou about to come off the bench. If she plays like how she played last season, bruh, Sophie Cunningham's taking that spot every time. I really like what Indiana has. I like what Indiana is building. But she brought in Steph White. Their offense is going to be great. I think their defense is going to step up a little bit, especially with Tasha there. And Steph White, because Steph White don't play that. Like, the defense is going to be there. I really like that Indiana team. Still can't mess with us, because again, show me somebody you have to stop wife. Like, you don't have nobody to stop the wife. You don't have nobody. You don't have, not one team in this league has a single lineup that can stop our cheat code lineup. Not one of y'all. Y'all have fun next year, because y'all not stopping us. What y'all doing? You know who's going to stop us? You know who the biggest op of the New York Liberty is? It's Coach Sandy, bro. Like, the op is on our team. So y'all not stopping us. Y'all not really your ops, really. We can roll over any of y'all if we want to. You feel me? But if if it takes a whole season to realize that we have Niara Sabli on our team, y'all might beat us. Anyway, I like the Indiana Fever lineup. I really do. Good pickups for them. Dallas. Now let's move on to Dallas real quick. Hopefully this works. I'm kind of buying myself time as I talk about these moves just to see if I can pull up the damn free agency tracker. But Dallas for a second. They have Nalissa Smith now. Arike Agumbawale traded from the Sun for Dejanay Carrington. So they got Dejanay Carrington. I don't whatever. They still have Tierra McCowan. They got rid of Kalani Brown. Sent Kalani Brown to Phoenix. Who's their big? They might be okay. There's someone else. Am I tripping? There's someone else. Who's a guard? Oh, JC Sheldon's going to Connecticut in the Dejanay Carrington trade. So Arike Agumbawale, Dejanay Carrington, Nalissa Smith, Tierra McCowan. Who's their wing? I hate when this happens to me. Like, who's their wing? But they also have the number one pick in this year's draft. I wonder who they're going to pick up because you can go Page, put Page at the 1 and then Arike at the 2. Where does that put Dejanay Carrington? Because Dejanay isn't really a wing. Why am I tripping? Who's Dallas's wing? They didn't trade for no wing because Satu's gone, and then they traded back Alyssa Smith, or they have the pick, or do they go Arike Dejanay, pick up a wing? Not really. They can't really pick up a wing because the draft doesn't really have wings like that, right? Because Kiki is a 4. She has a jumper, but she really is like a 4 or 5. Unless you can develop Kiki and put her at the wing spot, that'd be kind of hard. But her perimeter defense would have to improve to hang with the other wings. Who the hell is the wing, bro? Am I tripping? Who's the wing for the wings? I'm tripping, y'all. I'm tripping. But again, Dallas, this lineup or their trajectory or where they're going, I believe falls back on what they do in the draft. You feel me? Like what that number one pick looks like, who they decide for the number one pick. Their success is going to end up. They're going to rely on the draft for their success. This can go right or left. This can go right or left. I don't expect big things from Dallas, but I do expect them to step up a little bit more. Like y'all collecting players that want to basically have no strings attached, just ball, just hoop their hardest, prove to other people, be a menace like on defense, score as many points as you want. The Dallas Wings are low-key turning into like the Dallas Misfits in a way. I want to know what that finished product looks like. I still don't trust it. I don't know if y'all might go 500. To all the Dallas fans out there, y'all might go 500, but I don't. Y'all might be able to bond around the fact that, like, in some sort of way, y'all gonna have to like prove yourself again, and they're already proven, kind of. And Alyssa Smith, I think she got a bad rep. Like, yeah, her defense is ass, but like she's still a good player, you know. Dejanay Carrington, we all know she's a great player. Arike, we all know she's a great player. And Dallas still has to prove that, even though they just lost Satu, they were in the playoffs. They're actually being competitive, like in that Dallas versus Atlanta series, which was insane with Ryan Howard and Arike. That was crazy. They're still on this weird path of proving themselves, and I think that band might be able to do something special with that number one pick. Depending on who it is, they might be able to do something special. They might be the sleeper for next year. I'm going to shut up a little bit now, and I'm going to try and pull up the free agency tracker because I'm not sure who I'm forgetting, but I think I've covered most things. I saw some news that Detroit was trying to re-up to get another. Was it Detroit, right? Detroit was trying to re-up to get a WNBA bid, WNBA team again. And then Tennessee was trying to re-up and get a WNBA team named after Pat Summitt, which I thought was the hardest thing ever. Nashville, Tennessee. And people were saying, oh, call them the Nashville Summits or the Tennessee Summits, named after Pat Summitt. That would be so crazy. But I'm here for more teams, man. More teams, expand the league, get more roster spots in there. There's so many other stars I know that are playing overseas and whatnot. And it's just like, yes, more teams, more teams. Every time I see a post, you know, it really gives me a lot of joy is seeing like posts where I keep seeing, oh, this ownership group has put in a bid to get the next WNBA team here, next WNBA team here. Those are my favorite posts. I love the fact that we're seeing team after team after team get bids in like by 2026, hopefully. Because if they weren't effing around by 2026, we could have three more teams. And I know we're getting two more, like what next year. But if we're not like if the WNBA or if the NBA wants to approve this stuff, they can do it real quickly. But a lot of people, I think, a lot of these ownership groups are also starting to invest in WNBA because like I said earlier, remember last year when I said all numbers for the WNBA are pointing in the right direction at a time where NBA viewership is going down and at a time where you have this draft class and these great players and these college talents coming out of college into the W and is just creating more views and more views and more views. Bruh, the ownership groups see this. They see the trajectory. They probably see the numbers we don't see, and they want a piece of it. And the only way you can get a piece is by investing in the W, in women's basketball. They might not give a damn about women's sports in general, but guess what? In order to get a piece of that, of that attention, of that revenue, of those eyes, you gotta have your foot in the door. So I think a lot of these entities, they just want to have something out there that they can point to and just it's an investment. So just in case, what if this team booms? What if we get Juju Watkins and so on and so forth? Shit. They don't care. They just want to have a foot in the door. Okay, I finally pulled up the tracker, guys. Holy hell. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Like I said, this is just like a random January 28th. Where are we? This is just a random like live stream where I'm just chopping it up with y'all, man. I'm not even doing much. I know Unrivaled is on like at 6. I think a game is going on right now. So we might get off. I might end this live stream early just to go watch some Unrivaled. My laptop is so loud. I'm about to pull up y'all comments, so don't run away. Oh, look, it's me. I'm about to pull up y'all comments. Don't look away. I think I covered all like the major trades. I don't think I really missed one. I'm trying my hardest. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm trying my hardest. Ooh. Okay. As I'm pulling up the live stream chat. Excuse me. All right, so let's just start. Let's just start with Alyssa Thomas, and I'm going to speed run through all of these. Okay, gonna start January 28th. We're gonna speed run through this shit. I have to find out where Ty Harris went to, because I kind of forgot where she went. Okay. All right, Alyssa Thomas to Phoenix Mercury from the Connecticut Sun. T. Cloud, Rebecca Allen, and the number 12 pick in the 2020 draft are heading to Connecticut Sun in exchange for Alyssa Thomas, and Ty Harris is headed to Phoenix as well. And I believe Ty Harris got traded somewhere else too. Brittany Griner to Atlanta. Signed a 1-year deal with Atlanta. Kelsey Mitchell re-signed with the Indiana Fever. Courtney Vandersloot is signing with... signing with the Chicago Sky. Why is this thing going so quickly? Brianna Jones is signing with the Atlanta Dream. Keep going. Tasha Howard is signing with the Indiana Fever as a free agent. Neko Gumake is re-signing with the Seattle Storm. Okay, this is the trade right here. January 31st. Phoenix Mercury are signing Satu Sabli from the Dallas Wings in 3-team trade. Wings are set to receive, that's who it was, Ty Harris. Wings receive Ty Harris, rights to Kiki Herbert-Harrigan, as well as the, they be trying to confuse people with this number 2 overall pick. Just say Nalissa Smith. As well as number 2 overall pick Nalissa Smith and the 2025 number 8 pick from the Indiana Fever. So the Wings are getting Ty Harris, rights to Kiki Harrigan, Nalissa Smith, and the number 8 pick from the Fever. Indiana will acquire guard Sophie Cunningham and the 2025 number 19 pick. They'll probably Dashwe. It will also receive Kalani Brown. From Phoenix. Also received Kalani Brown and the rights to point guard Uzun from Dallas. Let's keep going. Courtney Vandersloot. Wings are acquiring Dejanay Carrington, the number 12 pick in April's draft, and the rights to swap 2026 second-round picks, while the Connecticut Sun get J.C. Sheldon and the number 8 pick in this year's draft. And that's it for Connecticut. So Connecticut is bringing in T. Cloud, Rebecca Allen again, J.C. Sheldon, and the number 8 pick in the draft. Boys, dry as bones out there. Good golly. I'm so sorry. T. Cloud, I'm so sorry. It's dry as Sahara dust out there, bro. Connecticut fans, y'all, if y'all want to throw in the towel, by the way, and just like join the Libs run for like next couple of years, I give y'all a pass. Do what y'all want, man. Just come on over. I don't care. I kind of feel bad for y'all. Minnesota Lynx have re-signed guard Natisha Heidemann, signed Mariam Badian, a center on the French Olympic team. New York Liberty have re-signed guard / forward Kennedy Burke. We did re-sign her today. Re-signed Kennedy Burke. That was to be expected because we don't re-sign Burke. We're kind of gonna have a depleted roster. We have KT's been drafted by the Valks, and then Courtney Vandersloot to Chicago. So we had to re-sign Kennedy Burke anyway. We already went over Seattle Storm, Jewel Lloyd, Kelsey Plum. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Atlanta Dream have signed, well, these are the official signings, but Atlanta Dream have signed Brittany Griner, Brianna Jones, and Shatari Walker Kimbrough. Shatari Walker Kimbrough from the Mystics. If you don't know her, she is a bucket. So if you don't know the name, she actually is solid. She actually is a very solid hooper. I forgot ATL signed her. And I also saw before I even hopped on this stream that ATL signed that ATL waived Letitia Amir, the South Carolina product. I just saw that they waived Letitia Amir. And something tells me, I'm just throwing this out there, we might have a big old South Carolina SEC reunion in Chicago. Something tells me like Letitia, Zia Cook, they're going to Chicago. Like they're just gonna pick up a bunch of like the Chicago Sky products. I have the live stream chat up, guys, so I will be reading your comments. Okay, just going through all of these before I start reading them. Make sure I go through all of these. Odyssey Sims has signed a 1-year deal with the Los Angeles Sparks. So her little High School Musical tryout from last season, I guess that went green. So they re-signed Odyssey Sims. So they got 2 lefties as guards. They got 2 lefties. Odyssey Sims, Kelsey Plum. Who else is at that guard spot? They have Crystal Dangerfield. I don't know. Well, actually, she was on hardship, wasn't she? So I don't even know if she's on the team. But Odyssey Sims, Kelsey Plum, Kia Nurse. Who are the other guards? They're low key tripping, low key tripping for waiving Zaya Cook because they could have kept her. They could have kept her, but I also am trying to figure out what the hell happened to their number 2 pick. Hold on. Which pick does LA have again? Oh, the number 9 pick in the 2025 draft. They should be able to pick up somebody still nice at the number 9 pick. Who's going to be that late? Georgia Amore, I think, was projected around there. Not saying they would pick up a guard, but like Georgia Amore, Ayoka Lee, Maddie Westfeld, maybe Cheyenne Sellers. They should still have enough talent to pick up somebody solid at the number 9 pick. It ain't the number 2, but they should still have somebody solid to pick up at the number 9 pick. Okay, LA. All right, LA. Y'all still grind me for waiving Zaya Cook because you really didn't have to. You don't waive anybody. Waive Kia Nurse. What's she giving you? All respect due to Kia Nurse, but like what? 3-point shooting. And what? Oh, I guess I spoke too soon. At 5:32 today, like 40 minutes ago, Kia Nurse will sign a 1-year deal with the Chicago Sky. Hey, son, I didn't, bro. I'm saying, no way. Hold on. What is going on? Yo, this tracker is insane. Hold on, bro. No, wait. You know what that means? That means LA was... LA! I told y'all. Wait, man, hold on, man. Man, hold on. I'm about to get turned up, man. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Do y'all know what that means? Y'all got to start giving me some credit, dog. Start giving me some credit. Do y'all know what that means? That means I was right, bruh. Because if they're waiving Zaya Cook and all of these players are signed, like, they only signed Odyssey Sims. They picked up Kelsey Plum. I don't even think Crystal Dangerfield is still on still even on the team. I need some water. Is still even on the team. And Kia Nurse just signed away. I don't think that's the other thing too, because I didn't think they were high on Kia Nurse, on keeping Kia Nurse anyway. I think they knew they were she was gonna walk. Or they at least knew that, like, it's like, yeah, it's cool to have you, but like if you leave, like, we understand. Like, I don't think there was like an urge to keep a Kia Nurse. You feel me? So that means Zaya Cook was. That means there was a situation with Zaya Cook, bro. There was a situation with Zaya Cook. I called that. That means there was, because if there wasn't a situation with Zaya Cook, it was really just a rift between Kurt Miller and Zaya Cook. They would have been like, all right, Kurt's not here no more. Come run it up with us this year. You feel me? They waived Zaya Cook. There was a situation with Zaya Cook. There's your confirmation. Offload some guards, sign Odyssey Sims because they know Kia Nurse was about to leave. They signed Odyssey Sims at 247. Kia Nurse dips at 532. Man, I don't even, like, what's the lesson here? Like, what's the lesson in this? Fuck. Now here's the effed up part, bruh. Here's the effed up part. If Zaya Cook goes somewhere and if she don't get picked up in this free agency, you know whose fault is it? It's gonna be Zaya's fault, bruh. Man. As a Zaya Cook fan and potential WNBA husband, like, at least I could say that I tried to, like, make sense of the situation for her. Because those 2 videos I did were really for her. You feel me? Like, I gotta stop saying like so much. But Zaya, man, like, there I go again. Zaya could have, that spot was yours, Zaya. It was yours, Zaya. That spot was yours. That LA guard, that spot at the guard for the Los Angeles Sparks, Kelsey Plum or no Kelsey Plum, that spot was yours. You just had to hang tough for a little bit, bro. You had to hang tough for a little bit. Bro, look, Kia Nurse gone, bro. I don't see no Crystal Dangerfield re-signing, and they're re-signing Odyssey Sims. Y'all got two left-hand point guards. That spot was yours, Zaya. Just a little bit of patience, Zaya. Bruh, I'm trying not to cuss on stream, Zaya. That spot was yours, and you went and go muck it up. Mucked it up, Zaya. You just mash it up for no reason. Lord, that mix up. Chicago, okay. Pay attention, because we had a couple of free agency updates. I'm kind of liking this stream now. It kind of started off slow, but now let's pick it up. Michaela Onyenwere is expected to re-sign with the Chicago Sky, so that doesn't expected to re-sign. She might be still mulling over some options, but I think the Chicago Sky should look to keep Michaela. Check us out at 5:16. While I was doing the stream, actually, I'm probably out of battery already. Let me check, make sure we still good. We still good over here? Yeah, we still good. Chicago Sky are acquiring guard Rebecca Allen in a trade with the Connecticut Sun. What the Sun? The Sun. I'm real time, bro. This is real time for me too, bro. My hands are so cold. The Sun, who are getting guard Lindsay Allen and the rights to forward Nicolina Milic in the move. Chicago Sky W. Chicago Sky W. Chicago Sky W. They picked up Rebecca Allen. First of all, Chicago Sky W and Rebecca Allen finesse move. Chicago Sky with a big dub picking up Rebecca Allen. Perimeter defense, length at the wing spot, 3-point shooting. That is, I don't know if y'all know, but Rebecca Allen used to play for the New York Liberty. That girl got a clip. She got a clip on her. All right. And going to Chicago with some bigs in the post. This is why it's so important for Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese to develop a back-to-basket game, because if they have a back-to-basket game and you put shooters around them, people like Rebecca Allen could like that from three. They can air that out. They can air it out. You feel me? Rebecca Allen going to Chicago Sky. Chicago Sky. Yeah. And they only gave up Lindsay Allen and Nicolina Milic, who they don't even play anyway. Overseas player. Very tough, Chicago. And they also, and Chicago also picked up Kia Nurse in a 1-year deal. And that happened at 5:30. I'm going to refresh this page, okay? I think I've gotten all of them. I'm going to scroll down real quick because I want to make sure. I promise you, I'm going to get to y'all comments. I promise. I just want to make sure I haven't missed anything. That was Kelsey, Jewel. Oh, and these are the core offers. Okay, cool. So we're all caught up. We are all caught up. I'm going to refresh this because, as you can see, we had... Oh, I'm trying not to let my intrusive thoughts win, bro. But what if like Zyka had like beef with some of the other LA players, like specifically Kia Nurse, and she signed with Chicago, and then Zaya and Kia got into a fight? That's just the random shit I'd be thinking, like in the shower. Yo, it's funny, but it's not like not about what I just brought up, but I'm just saying Chicago, bro. And I said Kia Nurse should leave. She signs. I'm reading this in real time. I was just like, why can't Kia Nurse? Lily, LA Kia Nurse. It's like petroleum jelly and water. You feel me? Boom, she signed with Chicago. Oh, fucking hell, she trying to hose Zaya. I gotta stop cussing. Oh, I'm so sorry. Damn, they're not gonna monetize this at all. I gotta stop. She signed with she signed with where Zaya, where I want Zaya to go. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Zaya, bruh. Zaya, I tried to help you, shorty. I really did. I really did. I'm not saying all loss for Zaya, nothing like that, but y'all scroll through my. Here's the thing about my channel, and I'll say this again for y'all, man. I'll say this again for y'all. The reason I don't post a lot is because I want to feel like an inclination to actually post and actually talk on something that I feel like talking on, right? But if you guys go through my channel and actually watch my videos and listen to what I've said, listen to the topics I brought up, listen to the things I've discussed, you actually I'm not looking for credit like, oh, I'm calling all of these things right, but the only credit I'm looking for is that I see things from a neutral perspective. And I make the effort to always look at things from a neutral perspective first before I formulate an opinion on it. Because y'all know I love Zaya Cook, right? Y'all know I love Niara Sabali, right? But I don't say, oh, just play this player because I have like an emotional attachment to the player. I look at it from, I was fair because I could have said, man, like, F the coaching staff, give Zaya Cook minutes. I didn't say that. I looked at both sides. I looked at both parties and I said, this is what Kurt Miller wants. Zaya, this is what you're doing. Zaya, I know what you want. I know what you want. And I know what the coaching staff wants too. But there's no dialogue because it still seems like y'all off the same page. I told y'all that. Did I not take a step back and look at both parties neutrally and say, this is what I'm seeing? Even though I love Zaya Cook, I had to call her out, right? I don't BS players. I don't BS players. I'm on Sabrina's ass all day. She's my favorite player. I'm on her ass all day. I don't BS players, bro. I keep it a bean with every one of these players in every situation too. Because I don't really have to have an emotional attachment to stay neutral on something. You feel me? I'm about to read all y'all comments right now. JP, poor Mabry. Now all she needs is for Connecticut to get Kennedy. Listen, Marina better just learn how to Billy Rock at this point, bro. That's gonna be the highlight of her season because she by herself. It's Marina Mabry and T Cloud. They need to bond over this. They did Cloud so wrong. Man, it's tough. It's tough for Natasha, bro. It's tough for Tasha. It's tough. It's tough because you know she was happy, and then in retrospect, when you look at some of the things she was saying, like how she said she'd run through a wall for the organization and stuff like that, you can tell she was like, I don't mean this in a negative way, but you can tell she was like kissing, you know what? But because that might have, when I look back in retrospect, I feel like it was Tasha trying to protect her spot as well, and also letting them know like that she wants to be there. You feel me? Like make it harder on them if they ever think of trading T Cloud. Like if they ever think of trading me, they're gonna know how much I want to be here. So it's gonna be a harder decision for them to make. You feel me? So that's kind of what I got for Natasha. And it just makes it's weird too because Natasha is like she would fit it perfectly with that team. Excuse me, the team they have now. Nia Johnson commented, shout out to everyone in the chat. Nia Johnson commented, Ty got traded back to Dallas. Thank you for that, because I know I didn't see this chat while I was going on that like 40-minute ramble. Okay, so I appreciate all y'all. Ty got traded back to Dallas. They're probably gonna let her go. They trading everyone worth something. Beck Allen just got traded to Chicago for Lindsay. Shouts out to you guys on the updates. This is all Nia Johnson, by the way. Shouts out to you. Supports Nia or Naya. I want to say Naya. Let me know in the comment section how you pronounce that, because I actually don't want to say anyone's name wrong. Becca Allen just got traded to Chicago for Lindsay. Tell me that's not some super finesse by Chicago. That is super finesse. Supposedly the Aces are looking into Cheyenne Tyus Parker from ATL. for the 5 spot for the Aces, right? I'd rather have Brianna. I'd rather have Brianna. Cheyenne, she's nice. Don't get me wrong, but again, answer this question: for the big that the Aces have to pick up, or a big that any team picks up, really. Answer this question: can you stop Niara Sabali and Jonquel Jones? If y'all can't stop those 2 players, your pickup means nothing to me. Okay, so I know they're looking into Shine Tyus Parker, but again, if you can't stop, and I know y'all saying like, okay, if Niara plays a 4, Jonquel plays a 5, that means Niara is going to be going up against Asia Wilson, and that's barbecue chicken. Just hold on for a second, because this is where Sandy comes into play. Coach Sandy, if Niara doesn't have the green light, she will be barbecue chicken for someone like Asia Wilson. I agree with that. However, if a Niara Sabli with a green light, a confident Niara Sabli, like Niara's a sweetheart too, you feel me? But if you ever got Niara Sabli in go mode, it's raps for all of you. So if your 4 or 5 can't hang with Niara Sabli and Jonquel Jones, I don't want to hear it. You feel me? I'm not phased. I'm unfazed. This entire free agency, I'm unfazed. I don't care. I'm so happy we didn't trade Benijah Laney Hamilton. I'm happy, bruh. Damn, I've been streaming for a minute. I really want to go watch this Unrivaled game. Shouts out Nia Johnson. And for ATL, I think Bree Jones is going to be there for the long run. BG will be gone after this year. Solid prediction. Solid take. I agree. Like I said, I think Brittany Griner to ATL is the wind down on her career. You feel me? She might be signing with ATL just because of the city, you know. Anyway, hey, Miss D6 Women's Sports. Hey, Hendrix Hoops. Guan. Miss D6 Women's Sports. They got rid of Kurt, but they still got rid of Zaya. Like I said, it was bigger. The situation was bigger than Zaya. Oh my gosh. Do you understand Zaya could have a spot on the Sparks right now? Right? No. Right? No. She could have a spot on the team right? No. Zaya. Megalodon. Who did this guy get? Megalodon. The guards want to play with Reese and Cardoso. Excluding someone called her Kennedy Crash Out, bro. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm all for crashing out, but I'm also kind of for responsible crashing out too. I'm not like, if you're just crashing out just because you're a crash out, I have a problem. But if you're crashing out with a solid reason, like I don't like unpredictable crash outs. You feel me? That's all it is. That's my only thing against Kennedy Carter. To me, after what I've been seeing recently, I just feel like I understand now that she might be an unpredictable crash out. Like you don't know what time, like maybe things are just bubbling up and then it gets to a certain time where it's just random where she starts crashing out. I'm all for a player that crashes out, but I just don't like an unpredictable crash out. You feel me? If you're on a team where it's like, yo, make your effing layup, or like we can't be playing these games to continue a double-double record when you shot 3 of 14 and you're staying in the game to get a double-double record, and I'm not with that on the coaching staff, on the players, like make your effing layups. I'm all for that crash. I'm all for that type of crash out, because with that crash out comes some sort of accountability, and I'm with that. At least it's reasonable and at least it's predictable. But if you throwing chairs around the locker room, mashing up the place while a whole ass press conference is going on and no one knows why, now I'm like, okay, mentally that's kind of taxing. I at least want to know why you're effing up the locker room. Like, why are you flipping tables and crap? You feel me? Not saying she was doing this, or allegedly. But I want to know why you were doing this. Like tough loss came in. You didn't like the way some team you were arguing with a teammate. You can't put hands on him, so you start flipping. Like I want to know why, but according to the streets, and honestly, just going off my own observation, it just seems like Kennedy Carter might be an unpredictable crash out. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I wonder where Kennedy Carter will be next season. But I honestly that little Twitter rant she was on, like, I don't care. I don't really care. Do I really care? No. It's just like, but my whole thing is, if you're gonna rant, if you're gonna go on that type of rant about your teammates, you better have one, either talked about it with them first, and you are Kennedy Carter. You're one of the best. You don't shoot the three ball like that. You're one of the best slashers in the league. You're one of the best finishers in the league. If you have teammates that are struggling to make simple layups and you did not take them at least under your wing and try to improve the shit, and you crashing out like this, ooh, I can't defend you. I can't defend you now. I can't defend you now. But let's say you put in the time and work and you just didn't see a result, or maybe you just lost patience, whatever. But you did take the time out to talk and try to work with said teammates. Go off. But if you did not, I can't lock in with you. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this live stream. It started off slow because my laptop wanted to play games with me, but I'm ending it now. I want to send a big shout out and thank you to everyone who has been viewing, dropping likes, dropping comments, just staying with me and watching me yap. It's cold as hell. I'm dehydrated. My lips chapped like hell. Maybe y'all can see it. Maybe y'all can't. I'm out here looking like Dave Chappelle in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go watch some Unrivaled. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'm not trying to keep y'all for long, but like I said, this was just like an effort type live stream. So I appreciate you guys. Take care of yourselves. See that? That's called dehydration. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay blessed. I'm out of here. Anything I have to go over? Let me check. You know what? Let me check the because I think I refreshed it, right? Let me check the free agency tracker one more time. Before I get no Alexa Bomb. What's her name? What's her last name again? Alexa Filippo. Filippo. Alexa Bomb. A Philly bomb. Let me just check real quick. The last transaction we've seen or we see from ESPN is Kia Nurse signing with the Chicago Sky. That is the last one I see. Let me see. Go ahead, refresh it. Refresh it. Okay, yeah, that was the last thing we've seen. So no updates as of right now. So y'all be good, man. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Take care. Peace.